Yeah, I know it is September, but I pushed back the footnotes from August, so we're going to do those today. About a week into September here, but the last video on the channel was this Green Grocer update. So just a little bit of a recap from last month. Had a bit of a hiatus early in the month and then started in on this Green Grocer project. So hopefully that will keep some content rolling here in the coming weeks. And I was actually able to visit the family back in Iowa and was able to grab some content from Josh. He has an interview that's going to go up soon, and we also finished up our Speed Champions. So I've got to put that video together, and then that will go out. And we also did another What's at Walmart. So it's been a little while since we did that, but there is actually some stuff worth talking about. So we spent a few minutes running through what we were seeing there. So keep an eye out for that one. That's technically a September video because it was right after the 1st or 2nd of the month, but that'll be coming out. So yeah, really this first 2 weeks of September there should be some nice variety, and then looking at getting back to the Green Grocer. Picked up some of those crucial parts while I was home, the window frames, and whatever I didn't have on hand, I am going to have to get on Bricklink, so I might be waiting for an order by the end of the month, but that should be moving along somewhat rapidly this month as we continue here. But yeah, everything's pretty much where I left off there, and yeah, just not being here to work on it, that's kind of not a surprise. And the other thing today is just to look at channel analytics for August, see if I can roll our public subscribers that were added, and then we'll be on to the September content. Alright, let's start the computer side with a brief review of the new Ideas Lighthouse 21335. It's a nice looking set from the Ideas platform. So this is a set because a Lego fan submitted a idea. That's the name of the product line, Lego Ideas. Basically a sketch model of something that could become a Lego set. It was voted on the platform and passed review, and now it has been announced, and I believe it is also released now. So yeah, higher end set. We've got the part count 2,065 pieces, retails at 300. So we are seeing those price increases flowing through for sure. In terms of that value, I think there's a couple things that help it stand out and put it up over the 10-cent per piece mark, not necessarily that far, but we do have the motorized function in here, and that's actually going to have the light at the top illuminated and spinning around. So that's definitely worth checking out if you have not seen a video of that in action yet. And basically it uses a motorized base, so the battery, all the components are tucked down here in the rocks, and then it runs an axle up the side of the building and drives a gear to spin the light around. So pretty cool that it does have the function attached as well, and it's all, you know, pretty well hidden away, and you get this nice exterior. And so definitely could have kept the price lower if it was just the building by itself, but adding in that functionality is going to bump that up a little bit. I am a fan of the building design overall, just the structure, the way that the curved sides are stepped to kind of narrow it towards the top, and all of the part usage throughout. So I'll be keeping an eye on this. Not sure that I'll be trying to pick it up at $300, but definitely looking out for some parts, see if I can get this built at some point in the future. Definitely not in a rush to do that, and as you have seen with these modulars I'm working on, Cafe Corner, Green Grocer, I don't necessarily mind waiting many years after a release to have something going together if it is a set. And I might just go ahead and just build a totally different lighthouse as well. That's something I've been thinking about doing for a little while. So this also plays into the parts of interest segment that I've been trying to do. And New Elementary also puts out a helpful list every month for new parts. some of the lighthouse parts are in the list here. We've got the 2x4 Frenzel lens. So that is interesting to see this part specifically developed for that function in the lighthouse. And the recolors here are the dark blue base plate, and I think there were a couple other ones, some dark green tree elements. So this guy right here in dark green, the spruce tree, that is new. We also have the dark green leaf and a sand green bamboo leaf, 1x1 round. All three of these pieces are going to be released for the first time as part of this lighthouse set. You can see the sand green there. I think that, yeah, the dark green leaf on the corner, and then that dark green trees in here somewhere. So those are some of the parts of interest that I caught an eye of this month. And then the other one that I will mention specifically is the large train wheel, and this is released in the Harry Potter Collector's Edition Hogwarts Express set, another one that was announced at some point in August, I believe. But yeah, the new large driver, to help with the scale of that train, something we haven't seen LEGO put out before. Everything up to this point has been the somewhat smaller size. I did a train wheel comparison in one of my Bricklink haul videos, so I'll put that up here in the corner, and a timestamp on the note if you want to jump right to it. So parts of interest, just a couple things that caught my eye. And August analytics, I believe it was technically early in September, but we did cross the 2,400 subscriber threshold. So thanks for jumping on board, everybody. Right there at just past the end of the month. So I'll go ahead and mention it here in the video. Views were holding pretty steady, maybe down a little bit from July, but nothing really substantial. Watch hours, we did have a little bit of a peak here the second half of the month, but again, really comparative to July. Subscribers, we did see that drop a little bit, and overall positive still, but maybe just some momentum wearing off, and about $30 of ad revenue still holding steady there at about $1 a day. Did see a nice spike in the ad revenue here on the 24th, and I think that's probably our highest, almost our highest ad revenue day so far. We did have another spike back here on the 23rd of February. So it looks like that one just barely beats out our spike on the 24th this month. But yeah, lots of people watching those monetized videos. One of the videos that has picked up some momentum is the 70-pound cleaning video. That one has definitely seen a bit of a second life jumping into action here, and nothing really out of the blue. It's just kind of gotten onto that steady pace. So crossing our 25,000 view mark now, and decent size of our ad revenue coming from this video. And that hasn't really been anything that broke out. It's just it took maybe a couple months to get into that steady phase, and ever since then it's been taking off, so that's looking good. And that's where we're at for August. Our public subscribers, we are able to see that here, and I'll try to roll some credits every month for that. So welcome aboard the channel. If you have your subscriptions made public, we can see that here, and I'll continue to put that out. Otherwise, if you subscribe but you don't see your name here, it's probably because your subscriptions are not public. There's just a little box you have to go and check for that if you care to do so. And that's kind of where we're at going into September now. A little bit delayed from my trip, but you aren't missing too much. You'll be up to speed here pretty soon. Some of the videos that are coming out soon. And then we'll be back onto the Green Grocer saga, trying to wrap up the part gathering phase for that, and get that thing put together as a nice little companion to Cafe Corner. It won't be able to stand side by side until I do bring Cafe Corner back, but it can stand by itself just fine, and we're looking forward to getting that continued. So keep an eye out for that here. And thanks for watching this month of August. Hopefully you'll stick around for September, and we will see you soon on Brick System Brothers.